Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Village Clerk, please call roll. Here. Here. We're going to do 2 public comment. Public comment including any comments on the minimum maximum setback zone, which is scheduled to be approved on January 14, 2014. All questions and comments must be directed to the mayor. Each speaker will be given 3 minutes to comment on a topic on the agenda only. Each speaker will be allowed 1 opportunity to speak. Before we have the public come forward, I'd like to see if the village attorney can give a definition on the minimum maximum setback zone for this ordinance tonight.
Minimum maximum setback that we're looking at. The ordinance, which was actually prepared by the Sheriff's Office with the Sherry on it, it says that it's supposed to be Appendix A. I don't know if we sent over Appendix A. The village received Appendix A with the ordinance. I just read this out of the mailbox here. I don't know if this is the final version. As far as the maximum setback zone, which means the area around the community water supply well established under section 14.3 of the Act. In this ordinance is again described in the appendix, which I don't have before me. And then there's a minimum setback zone, which means the area around the community water supply well established under section 14.2. So in the appendix, it actually gives the actual measurements. Jerry or Mr. Myers, you guys can get the well, this would be an amendment to the ordinance. So it's been a while. Then what I have is basically we talked about this at committee. Remember? Jim, you know, have you seen it? What the maximum minimum setbacks are?
1,000 feet is what I remember. And Kevin's saying
25 population.
Yeah.
No.
That's the marijuana. Yeah.
No. Trustee Rick.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor, Mr. McGrath, I had asked that question. I just wanted to make sure it pertained just to the water. It didn't have anything to do with anything else, just pertained to where the wells are located, correct? Have anybody building or cultivating anything
Setbacks as far as what can be built
around? Well, that's what we wanted to make sure. That was the reason why we wanted to find out from you, because we wanted to make sure it was just pertaining to where the wells are located.
Well, the well's already located.
Right.
If you go anywhere,
Correct. And the amendment was just
that zone or that area. I don't have to break down anything.
right, because we do have one well that's it's not active right now, but if they were able to do any manufacturing, anything like that, has to be within a certain area of that. And one other well is in the that was disturbed as well.
Correct. I can tell you that we've been in discussions with EPA.
Right.
That's where we got the guidance from.
Right, but that was just, I just wanted to be explained so everyone can kind of understand that it did pertain to the well. And right now, like I said, well 3 is not in use, but if there's anything, if it did ever come back or we ever open up another one, it has to fall within those guidelines, and that's what this amendment is for.
Yes, well 3 will be within the guidelines.
Yeah, right.
What this does actually is that, nothing, it's either 500 feet or 1,000 feet, nothing can be, obviously, towed or built or the area.
Correct. And that's what this was for, an amendment to that.
Correct.
Thank you for clarifying that. Is there any other questions or comments from the audience? Okay, seeing none, move to item number 3. We have reports from officers. Mayor's report. Let's go through. First of all, I have collector's report for September and October. For the month of September, property taxes is $128,639.37. Other taxes are $206,055.66. Licenses and permits are $8,468. Fees and services are $275,656.52. Nothing for grants. Transfers $345,000, and miscellaneous $151,758.42. Total revenue for the month of September, $1,115,577.97. For the month of October 2013, property taxes were $44,083.04. Other taxes were $159,692.06. Licenses and permits were $7,973. Fees and services were $205,944.33. Grants were $13,590. Transfers were $26.80. Miscellaneous was $108,515.33 for a total of $539,824.56. Next thing I'd like to make sure all village residents know, especially the businesses, that on January 24th, here at the Village Hall, we're hosting the Chicago Southland Economic Development Corporation Winter Forum here at the Village Hall. We've got, of course, I'll be speaking. We got Ryan Quigley from DP Partners. We've got Mike Wojcik, Senior Vice President and Principal from Portland Group. Rusty Winchell from Northwest Indiana University Business Development, Deputy Director of Illinois Bureau of Economic Development and Project Coordinator for Chicago Southland Fiber Network. So we've got a great event getting ready to happen. If you're a village resident, you're coming in that day to pay your water bills. We'll have certain spots where village residents can come in. We'll make sure that there's parking spots in the back of the Village Hall. So if you know anyone's coming in, we'll make sure that you can get in. We're expecting anywhere between 150 to 200 for that event. So it's a great time for Sauk Village to be able to show off our community, number one, and to be able to meet with other developers and contractors, and of course our local state representatives, and of course also from other communities. So we're excited about the event we're going to have here on the 24th. The last thing I just want to make sure, we'll read is a little bit lengthy. I'll try to go through it pretty quick. But I'm proud to inform the residents of Sauk Village that tonight I will be presenting a proclamation proclaiming Sauk Village as a Neighborhood Watch community. Neighborhood Watch is undoubtedly one of the oldest and most well-known crime prevention programs in history. While the modern-day concept of program rose to prominence in the late 1960s in response to an increasing burglary rate, the roots of Neighborhood Watch can actually be traced all the way back to the days of colonial settlements, when night watchmen patrolled the streets. The modern version of Neighborhood Watch, Watch USA Watch program, was developed as a result of the multiple requests from sheriffs and police chiefs around the country who were looking for crime prevention programs that would incorporate citizens' involvement and address the increasing number of burglaries taking place, especially in rural and suburban areas. In 1972, the National Sheriff's Association took the concept a step further by seeking funding to make the program a national initiative. Thanks to grants from local Enforcement Assistance Administration, the National Neighborhood Watch program was started. Since its beginnings, Neighborhood Watch has grown from an extra eyes and ears approach to crime prevention and to much more proactive community-oriented endeavors, providing a unique infrastructure that brings together local officials, law enforcement, and citizens for the protection of their communities. Today's Watch Group program incorporated activities that not only address crime prevention issues, but also restore pride and unity to a neighborhood. It is not uncommon to see members of neighborhood watch groups participating in community cleanups and other activities that strive to improve the quality of life for community residents. Furthermore, neighborhood watch has become especially practical in our current society in which two-income families are the norm and many neighborhoods are deserted during the day. While criminals have attempted to use the statistics to their advantage, law enforcement has uncovered an important reality. The communities in which citizens have observed and reported suspicious activities have enjoyed lower crime rates. As communities through the country have adopted the program and reported success, I ask that you join with me and embrace the Neighborhood Watch program as we continue to move our community forward. With that said, we move to the village clerk's report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, please check out the village website for a list of the new laws that are passed in 2014. Of great significance to most of us is using handheld devices while driving, speed limits were increased, smoking with children in the car, and voting at 17. If you are a U.S. citizen who will be 18 by November 4th, 2014, you can register and vote in the March 18, 2014 primary election, but you must register by February 18. We are available to register your 17-year-olds at the Village Hall, and we would greatly love to do that. Sauk Village e-blasts have been getting rave reviews. The only way to make the e-blast a success is for all departments and committees and commissions and outside agencies to share information that can be forwarded to our residents. There are small flyers on the back of the table, as well as it's in the Sauk Talk that's also on the back of the table, to inform our residents on how you can sign up for the e-blast. This is your small flyer that you can take with you that will show you how to sign up for the e-blast. Also on the back table is our January calendar. If you'd like to find that on the back table. And we also have our flyer for the university dinner. There's a lot going on in Sauk Village, and our goal is to try to inform residents that we do have events that we want you to be a part of, and there's activities going on that we want you to not only be a part of, but to join us in helping these events happen. If you can be a part of any committee or commission, feel free to join one of our trustees or one of our great volunteers and be a part of something positive. Also in the back of the room, there's a poster hanging on the door of 5 finalists for the Village Sticker Contest. As a member of the Public Relations Committee, it was my honor and my pleasure to work with the Rosie Williams and Nan Morgo and Melvin Stevenson on the project where we are going to have one of our students design our 2014 Village sticker. Those are the finalists, and later on, I'm sure we'll find out who the winner is. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Move to Village Attorney, Attorney Michael Graff.
Thank you, Mayor. No report, but I would ask when we get to the consent agenda, under motion to approve and release executive session minutes, item C, October 8th, 2013, if that could be moved to item D, to approve as a whole. I reviewed this today and just have back to the village work after the agenda is posted over the weekend, but that would be my recommendation to go October 8th, 2013 to approve the whole as there are pending litigation minutes still in the minutes.
All right.
That's my report, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Move to Village Engineer, Mr. Zarnik.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. No report.
Reports, Trustees, Board, Committees, Parks and Recs Committee, Trustee Hoskins.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First, I'd like to thank everybody that showed up Saturday for the basketball program kickoff. We had a really good time at the community center on Saturday for the first games. Our games will now continue now through the end of April, so we have games there every Saturday, and the public is welcome to come by and watch. Also, our next Parks and Recs meeting will be Thursday at 6 o'clock over at the community center. That is my report.
Thank you very much. Move to Recreation Committee, Trustee Martin.
Thank you, Mayor. No report.
Move to Orange Review Committee, Trustee Myers.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just one brief report tonight. I'm still waiting on some more information from the police department on the social media ordinance, and I will present that to the board for review. Mr. Mayor, that's all I have tonight. Thank you.
Intergovernmental Relations Committee, Trustee Burgess.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have a couple of things. I just wanted to announce Chicago Women's in Trade. They're having a career fair orientation that'll be this Thursday, January 16th in the city of Chicago. The address is 2444 West 16th Street. Again, it's the Women in Trades orientation. They're going to be looking at apprenticeship programs for all the different trades: bricklayers, electrical, carpentry, HVAC, plumbing, and pipe fitting. So this is something that was brought. It's going to be going on in the village. I'm trying to get it out here, but right now it's in the city of Chicago. So if anyone is interested in it, I have the information. You can get with me after the meeting, and we can go over it. And it will behoove people that are trying to get into the trade, especially the women. They're making this special movement for the women in trade. So if you're thinking about going and getting into the trades, it would be a good thing to try to come to. Also, I have here before me, I wanted to get the board's approval. I want to pass this out and have this put on the next committee agenda next week, next Tuesday, a proclamation. It's something honoring the very first lady in Sauk Village. I'll pass it down, everyone get a copy, and we can look over it and then talk about it next Tuesday night if I get that put on the agenda, and we can talk about it and again go forward with that.
No problem. No sharp restrictions, it's placed on the agenda.
And I'd like to say, first of all, I hope everyone had a great New Year's. And I did attend the basketball program. It's up and running. I know how hard it is, and I used to be in charge of that, and he's doing a fantastic job with what he has. But at some point in time, the village is going to have to invest in a new clock. So that's something that I know we're going to have to get. But I mean, the kids came out, they looked like they had a nice time, but they don't really get into it till they can see that clock moving, see the seconds counting down, and then they wait on the last shot. That's why a lot of them were quiet. But there was a lot of parents out there, and I'm proud of the Parks and Rec. They did a fine job to get them out there, to get the kids interested again. I didn't think it would be that many, but it is. It's enough for really 6 teams. So they're doing a fine job. They do, however, need more volunteers. So if any of these young men want to help out, and the women can coach too, I'm sure. But I'm not talking for Mr. Posse. I'm just letting just trying to bring it out there that he does need women to get involved also, because the teams are co-ed. With that said, we're going to have a meeting this Thursday, but next Thursday here at Village Hall. We didn't have one at the first because everyone was trying to recuperate for Christmas and New Year's. So we will have a meeting the following Tuesday, a Tuesday week here at 7 o'clock in the governmental relations, and we're inviting everyone to come that would like to come out and give us some new ideas. That concludes my report. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Trustee. Moving to Neighborhood Watch Committee, Trustee Washington.
Thank you very much, Mayor. First of all, I want to start off by saying I want to thank all of the people that's on the committee for the Neighborhood Watch for all of the hard work that they've done over the last literally 2 years to make this program get to the point where it is today. Also, I want to say that the Neighborhood Watch program internationally is known as the first line of defense against home invasion. When you see things happening in your neighbor's home and in their backyards and with their cars and vehicles, when you begin to call and let the police know what's going on and to alert them to those kinds of incidents, it helps to bring crime down drastically. Crime rates are down across the board nationwide, and these are some of the negative issues that plague many communities today. Murder, robbery, arson, motor vehicle theft, burglary, aggravated assault. These are a few ways the Neighborhood Watch can assist the local police in their various communities. And without further ado, I want to talk about our decal that is so popular in Sauk Village. These are in the businesses all over the village. As you drive through the village, you may see them at different drive-throughs. Also, the different residents, they're on their homes, they're on the businesses. And so we are very excited as a committee, the Neighborhood Watch Committee, that we have been able to reach out and outreach to the community to educate people how to keep their homes safe, working along with the police department and along with the mayor and the board as a whole. Finally, I want to recognize the committee that helped to make all of this happen, and we're going to unveil our new Neighborhood Watch signs. We are very excited tonight. I want to ask the president of our committee, Mr. Jerry, if you will come forward, and Gary, and our vice president, Daniel, if you will come forward, and Arlene. You all can give these people a wave. Tina and Pat, come on up. My sister, Lee is here. My husband, Terry, I want you to come up. Larry Stewart, is he here? I want him to come up. This is a portion of the committee. Ms. Bernadine Hopkins and Tequila, it's just too many people to name. It's never one person that can make something happen. It takes a lot of people to make a program happen. And together we can make the dream work. So without further ado, I want to thank Kevin. And if I can ask Kevin, if you don't mind, Kevin, if you'll just pass this out on both sides. Maybe Sherry can get this other side. Sherry? A lot of the residents want to know exactly where the signs are going to be. This is a projected list.
Yes, please.
Of where the signs are going to go. We have four large signs that are going to be at the entrances coming into Sauk Village. And you'll see that on the list. And we have 28 smaller signs that's going to go all out throughout the village. So on Tag Day, we were able, at one intersection, to collect $684 in one day from the residents in Sauk Village that want these signs put up in that village. Give our residents a big hand clap. I want to ask Trustee Myers if he'll come at this time. Trustee Myers, come on, give him a big hand clap, everybody. Come on down here with me. I could not do anything that I do without him. I'm going to ask our committee if you'll turn the table around. Jerry, if you and Daniel, if you want to turn the table around. Come on, Trustee Myers. He's so shy. But I do want him to have some words to say, because without him, I would not have had a place to host all of these meetings. Trustee Myers, come on over. You on my time. It's okay.
Once again, I want to thank the entire committee. I want to thank each and every resident of the village of Sauk Village. This is something we started a long time ago, and then with the help of Mr. Washington and the mayor appointing there to the Neighborhood Watch Committee, trustee over it, she formed a committee. It's a working committee, and we went out and we, unfortunately, there were budget cuts and everything. Our budget was pretty low, and then we ended up with being cut more. So we went out and did a tag day, and we collected quite a bit of money. And with that money, we bought some signs. There went to discussion to, I don't know, what do you guys say, about at least a couple of months, 2 or 3 months. We looked at the pages and pages of national signs that were used. And then the committee finally decided to select one that is nationally known and visit the other towns. We decided to use this sign here, and then be fortunate enough a resident as Bob in making signs. She assisted us in getting a fantastic price to have these signs made and produced. So once again, everything just fell in place, and it was time to get Neighborhood Watch active and going. Now, spoke to the police chief on the watch. He's assured me that within a matter of weeks we'll have an officer or somebody to working with us and attending some of our meetings. And they're busy, so we don't expect them to have all the meetings, but they will be working with us. And there's some other people we've gathered up that's coming in and start to train us. The biggest thing is description of people that does belong in the area. And, you know, we do a drill every now and then. We get somebody to walk through our meeting, and we ask them, what kind of clothes do you have on? How was he dressed? You'd be surprised. We had 30-some people there, and that night we had about 30 different ways that guy was dressed. But anyway, it's just something that you have to do. When you call in the police department, you have to give a very, very precise description of the person you saw. And that way it helps our officers that are out there in the field to catch the bad guy. And one up here, the various places, it's working. People calling in. Well, if you don't believe me, we got the sergeant over there, assistant chief. She sits in for the chief. She can answer your questions. People call in. They give all kind of things. People next door don't belong there. The house is vacant, and the police come there. But otherwise, the program's fantastic.
Thank you very much, trustee. So without further ado, I just want to say about the sign that we have. It says that this is the #1 crime watch sign worldwide, the exact sign that we chose. So we're doing great things in Sauk Village to help as a community to move this village forward. And without further ado, we're going to ask the mayor. Mayor, if you'll come in, if you'll do the honor of unveiling our sign. And we're going to ask our committee if you'll hold the signs up. The men, we got these big, strong men. Everybody is so excited. And ladies, if you'll get a smaller one, all the ladies, if you'll get a smaller sign. The orange and the black ones. If you'll pull the red cloth off, Mayor. And at this time, I want to produce and introduce to Sauk Village your new neighborhood watch signs. Hold them up, everybody. Turn around and hold them up and let them see. These are the #1 signs in the United States that's recognized for neighborhood watch. Come on, give yourself a great big hand clap. All of you that put money in those things at the intersection that gave us money, you made these signs possible tonight. And I just want to thank you as the chairperson for the neighborhood watch. I want to thank all of the board and all of the elected officials for all of your assistance. I want to thank the clerk for all your hard work, Clerk Debbie Williams, and for the proclamation, the attorney, and everybody. So give yourselves a great big hand. And as you see these signs, as you drive through the village, you can know that together, the mayor and the board, we stand sending a strong message with the churches, with the school board members are here tonight, and the businesses are here tonight, that we are going to call the police and we're going to take our village back. If you believe that, clap your hands one final time. Neighborhood watch is independent. Okay.
I just want to say thank you to all the volunteers to make this happen. It took volunteers, and you're seeing people standing up here to volunteer their time to make this happen. So with that said, I do have a proclamation I'd like to read tonight, and I will go ahead and read it. Whereas the presence of crime in our community spreads fear and destroys trust and faith in others by threatening our lives, liberty, and general welfare. And whereas Neighborhood Watch is one of the oldest and best known crime prevention concepts in North America. And whereas in 1972, the National Sheriff's Association, the NSA, created the National Neighborhood Watch program to assist citizens and law enforcement. And whereas keeping the homes, neighborhoods, schools, and workplaces in our community safe is the utmost importance to all residents of our village. And whereas Neighborhood Watch encourages individual groups to work directly with local law enforcement agencies to report suspicious activities and be the eyes and ears, never intervening in law enforcement duty. And whereas effective crime prevention programs excel because of partnerships among law enforcement, civic groups, schools, faith communities, businesses, and individuals who work together towards the common goal of increasing public safety. And whereas Neighborhood Watch has brought countless communities together, inspiring members, bridging divides, and strengthening bonds through the willingness of neighbors to help each other build a better community. And whereas the Neighborhood Watch program empowers citizens and communities to active in emergency preparedness, as well as fight against crime and community disasters. And whereas Neighborhood Watch signs will be posted at the main arteries and throughout the village to alert everyone that Sauk Village is a Neighborhood Watch community. And whereas Neighborhood Watch communities experience benefits through the years such as reduced crime, a greater sense of security, community pride and unity, and providing law enforcement agencies with volunteer support year-round, reducing law enforcement's burden. Now therefore, I, David A. Hanks, Mayor of Sauk Village, do hereby proclaim Sauk Village a neighborhood watch community, dated this 14th day of January 2014.
This is my sister, everybody.
I will make sure the other trustees get a copy of that proclamation. Anything else, trustee?
No, that concludes my report. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, trustee. Move to public relations. Public relations, community outreach partnership committees. Trustee Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's a night for presentations, and so that's a very good day around these parts. First of all, the Public Relations Committee, I just wanted to say that we were scheduled for the first Wednesday of the month. That is our meeting time. It was rescheduled to weather last week. So we'll be meeting here tomorrow at 5:30. And the Community Outreach Partnerships Committee will be meeting next week at 6 p.m. here. And to go back to Public Relations Committee, for those of you who are not familiar with this committee, one of our most anticipated things to do for this committee is Student Government Day. Student Government Day is an opportunity where the 8th graders of Sauk Village get to participate in the roles and the responsibilities of elected officials, our village attorney, our engineer, our department heads, and we've seen the success that comes with that. The kids really do enjoy it. This year we decided we wanted to kind of do something for some of our younger students in Sauk Village. Historically, the village sticker is something that is created and authorized by the mayor and the village clerk. I kind of have an in with the village clerk, who is not only my mother, but she's also on my committee. So speaking with her and the mayor's approval, we were able to extend the opportunity for the village sticker contest to be created by students of Sauk Village in grades 3 through 7. We hope that next year we will have a larger turnout. We had just under 30 kids participate this year. But I do want to say thank you to all of the students who participated. We had some very, very unique village stickers presented. We had some very good concepts that were surprising for the ages that they came in with. So I wanted to just thank my committee for being as diligent and as always ready to dive into a new topic as they always are. I want to thank Mr. Gary Holcomb for all of his help, and we do have a little something for you that I'd like to present to you, and for your continued support of the committee. And at this time, I would like to say that we're going to announce we had 5 finalists. We invited them to come to the board meeting tonight, so I'm going to have them come up in no order. It's an alphabetical order. Have everybody come up. We do have a certificate that has their picture that they made, and on that certificate, it does either say finalist. We have 4 finalists and we have 1 winner. We did not say second, third, fourth. We didn't think that that was necessary. And to be honest with you, the difference between all of them were very, very close. So it was kind of a very hard decision. We had to do a couple rounds. The committee couldn't make a decision. We had to go to ask office personnel to come in and help us make a decision because it's definitely hard to decide. We had some really good things to choose from, and I'm sure you guys can tell by looking at the back wall and seeing what we were given. And I just wanted to point out that we had 5 finalists, 3 of which were from 3rd grade. Very, very excited about that. And again, I would like to thank my committee, village clerk, Dan Margo from the library, Malcolm Stevenson, myself, Like I said, their certificates all do have the drawing that they made on them. Thank you guys very much for your participation. You guys were awesome. And I would like to present 2014 Village Sticker. Will look like this, and it was presented by Legal. And then we just have a small token of our appreciation. Thank you guys very much. And we do hope that as a committee, we hope that you guys continue to want to be a part of other village activities. And for those of you who are in 6th grade, start writing your essay now. We don't have 2 more years. So, and if you guys could do us a favor of the board, if you guys can kind of turn around, they can see after mom, the dad, the uncle, the grandma, take off pictures, and you guys can turn around to the board and see what they're doing. And if I could just ask that all the parents stick around at the end, because I would like to get some pictures with all the children and myself and then group stop time. Yeah.
We're just a little bit offset.
Well, if you can. Thank you guys.
Trustee, perhaps we take this moment, just real quick. I see around the audience we have quite a few school board members here. And I see we have Superintendent Tragalees in the audience. School board members, I see School President Davenport. I hope I don't miss everything. I see School Board Member Moore Street. Am I missing anyone? Oh, if you're a teacher, if you're here, can you raise your hand, please? Principals. Oh, there you are. We appreciate you coming out to our board meeting and supporting this. Again, it's something that I know that the committee has worked hard. We've really pushed this last year, ensuring pride and progress in our community. This is one way that we move forward and it brings pride. And it's going to be fun to see that as a village sticker this next year. So I'll make sure I get number 1. Since I'm a member. All right, Trustee, anything else?
I just wanted to kind of piggyback on that and to say thank you for the District 168 continued support. This was the first year that we've done the village sticker contest, but I've been a trustee for 9 years. And I've always had extended support from District 168 for Student Government Day. And I would just like to thank you. Not all of you guys have been around for the last 9 years, but even prior boards, current boards, you guys have always supported the Public Relations Committee as well as the village of Sauk Village. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you, and I hope that our continued participation goes out far beyond all of our terms and that we can still work together to build a better Sauk Village. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee. Move to reports to departments, committees, and commissions. Fire station, I think Trustee Myers is going to do that tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The fire department over the past 2 weeks responded to 31 calls. The department responded to 5 accidents, 8 fire alarms, 5 medical assists, 3 CO alarms, 1 structure fire. Yes, it's in the coldest day of the year we had structure fire. 2 smell of gas, 3 broken pipes, and also during that night, the coldest night of the year. We had pipes popping all over town. One smell of electrical burning and a roof collapse, and we also assisted another department with a structure fire. From January 4th to the 7th, because of the snow and the wind chill factor went below 40 below zero, the mayor contacted us to man our fire station for a warming center. We put four firemen in there, and during that night we responded to 4 calls and to help citizens in harm's way, and we opened up the station for several residents to keep warm. Mr. Mayor, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. If you would, please make sure you pass my thanks to the fire department for putting on those additional shifts so we could have warming centers during that cold spell we had. Move to police department.
Since January 1st, the police department has taken 606 calls for service, 28 domestics, 13 disturbances, 40 arrests. 2 of those were possession of controlled substance, 1 endangering the life of a child, and 7 driving suspended or revoked driver's license. I'd like to take this time to say congratulations to Ms. Washington and her committee. Excellent job. I know you had a lot of resistance. I've seen it from, I think you've won everybody's heart for her. You're doing a great job. And really, congratulations. That was really you and your committee deserve a great job. Rosie, I don't think it's fair for the child who won that to have to buy a village sticker, but well, she's not old enough to drive, so I didn't see her parents in the window. The big one. You know, if they put that one in the window, maybe the cops will write the ticket. It looks the same. You know it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Move to public works department, Mr. Bud.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Since the beginning of the year, we've had definitely an unusual start to this year already. Quite a bit of snow, quite a bit of cold, all at one time. It didn't come in the beginning or at the end, it's all at one time. But throughout our snow event, we do get a few calls for repairs, mainly mailboxes. Each time we get calls for mailboxes, we will go and evaluate a mailbox. Residents are required to maintain the mailbox just like the rest of their property. If we do come over to an address and the mailboxes are in very poor condition, strung out with wire or just barely hanging on, residents will be required to repair their own mailboxes. If we definitely damage it, we will definitely look it over and we will replace it as soon as possible. All they have to do at this point is leave the box on the ground and the mail will be delivered and so it can be repaired. At this point right now, we have roughly about 7 boxes that we have to look at. We believe about half of them, at least our repairs, we will go through it. Other than that, the storm event went pretty well for Sauk Village and cold. The salt didn't work as well as everybody thought it would, but certain temperatures after 0 degrees, it's the best thing to stay in the house rather than drive around. Helps us out, helps do some fire out for accidents. In the morning when the sun comes out, drive around, let that salt start to work and clear up the streets. Please don't put the snow on the streets. During the other winter this time, especially with what we've had, the quickness of the thaw, we will get pothole problems. We're going to start doing some pothole patching as of the end of the week. We have a few emergencies in front of that. One which is over on Yates in the 2136 block of Yates. We have a main replacement we have to do tomorrow. And there will be a few affected residents and anybody affected by the water shutdown will get a notice in their mailbox or in their door letting them know about the boil order we'll have to put out because we will shut the main down. We have this roughly 18-foot of water main. But they'll all get a notice if they're affected. And when the boil order is lifted, which usually within 48 hours, they will get a notice lifted. And if you have any other questions, you can call the village hall and we'll talk to you whatever questions you may have. Ongoing. Water leaks, we have a couple in town. We have ongoing right now due to the weather conditions. We have not been able to approach them. We have a leaky hydrant over on 223rd Street and 3000 block. We are trying to help residents as much as possible to eliminate the ice flow, but we are getting to them as quickly as possible. We did have a couple of truck repairs that we had to go through during the event. We had a broken spring. We had a couple of plows go down. Most of that has been repaired. The spring is a little ongoing, but I think hopefully with the conditions, our weather will be over with here. We had our one hurrah of the year. Hopefully that's it for us. And our day-to-day operations will continue. We do have some programs and some project we had set up earlier last year, or later last year, that we were supposed to get to. The weather conditions have pushed us off. We are still in the process of removing some trees, the ash trees still. That will happen towards the end of the month. We'll start back into it again. And most of our hydrant repairs will start back in then. The weather conditions will be appropriate for that. And that concludes our report.
Thank you. I'd just like to take a moment. Last week during the committee meeting, I did send out my thanks to the departments, but the department heads were not here. During the weekend that we had our worst weather, the snow, the cold weather, all of our departments were out there, our police, fire, and public works. I'd like to, again, send my thanks to all the ones that worked and made it here to make sure that our streets were safe, make sure that residents were safe. And with the warming centers, we had warming centers at the police department, we had warming centers at the fire station. So there was a lot of extra work that people came out of their warm houses to make sure the residents were safe. When it came to the snowfall, you may have your opinions on how our public works department did, but I'll tell you what, they did a fantastic job for the amount of snow that fell in short America. All I can say is almost every road around Sauk Village was closed and every road in Sauk Village was open. So they did a fantastic job. So thank you very much. With that, I'd like to move to administrative services. Mr. Hensky.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'll be real quick. Just like to give you code enforcement total tickets from January 1st to December 31st of 2013. We wrote 1,819 tickets. And so far from January 1st to the 13th, we wrote 33 tickets, 27 of them being parking on the street after 2 inches of snowfall, and 6 of them were parking on the street during garbage day. The Village Hall will be closed Monday in observance of Martin Luther King. And can I make a comment on an item that you guys are going to be voting on tonight? Item number F, I just want to clear a dispensary and a cultivation center. It just says distribution center. It's for both of those facilities. I just wanted to make just make sure that it gets voted for, because we've been through the ringer with this. Thank you very much. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Mr. Raoul was home sick today, so I'm sure the board knows he was going to be here. Move to Sauk Village Homeland Security Agency, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For past 2 weeks, as we responded to 20 calls, included 4 accidents, 5 fire alarms, 1 sprinkler fire, 2 steel alarms, 1 small electrical fire, 2 gas leaks, 1 broken water pipe, 2 smoke patrols, 1 sprinkler fire, and 1 moving glass. The only thing I got is Trustee Myers. I think you'll see sometime this is in reference to the county hazard mitigation plan. This is there's a phase through this that you will be able to help me fill out some of the questions that are asked.
Yes, sir. Move to Human Relations Commission, Trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just want to make a quick announcement tonight. In the very back on the table, we have applications for the Human Relations Commission First Annual Diversity Dinner. We will be sponsoring a diversity dinner right here at the Senior Center on Friday, January the 24th from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. We're going to have a wonderful setup. We're going to have 8 tables. At each table, we're going to have a different topic. Everyone that's coming, that's bringing something for potluck, we're going to have so much food on the table. And we have it set up where we'll have a topic at each table. You'll talk so many minutes at that table, then you'll get up and you'll move to another table and eat more food and talk about something else. Don't that sound wonderful? How many of y'all like to eat? Raise your hand. Okay. Put that big cake up that I ordered. Take it back. But I want to encourage all of you all to come. Our Vice President, Commissioner Frank Williams, where is he? He's here. He's right there in the foyer. If you can turn these in tonight would be the deadline. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. The applications are in the back. It's 2 per household. So if you want to come, if you think you'll be interested, and I know that everyone in this room will be, we need you to fill out these applications tonight for our diversity dinner. And just write your name and your phone number, and it's going to be on a Friday night right here. And we have an awesome guest speaker that's coming. We have some other human relations commissioners that's in the room. Could you raise your hand? I see Commissioner Steve back there in the back. Any other commissioners here on the Human Relations Commission? You can see him if you have any other questions. Thank you. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Housing Commission Trustee, I'm sorry, Commissioner Holcomb.
The only thing I want to report, our 2013 housing review is in everybody's box, and there's copies out in the lobby and out back here.
Thank you, Commissioner. Senior Committee, Ms. Langston.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do want to report the Bloom Township's community luncheon is this Thursday, January 19th. It's Welcome 2014. The luncheon is to bringing in the new year with Pete Verdelli Trio at Glenwood Golf Club. The tickets for the February 19th, Wednesday, That's Amore's a Love Italian Style with Frank Rossi. They'll go on sale, deadline to purchase those tickets, February 12th. The Bloom Township continues with their senior chair exercise every Friday, 10 to 11. The South Suburban Legal Assistant Clinic every fourth Tuesday by appointment. They also have blood pressure screening every third Wednesday by appointment. And they are still providing assistance to the healthcare insurance. They have the Illinois SHIP program with counseling available. They still have low-cost transportation within the township. Senior Wheels number 707-548-200. You do need to call Bloom Township if you need any other information. We do have a lot of literature out on the rack there. The event's the senior committee sponsor. However, I'm sorry to say that our Zoomer class are now suspended due to lack of participants. Our free monthly blood pressure screening for all village resident and village employees is in the senior center office on Monday, February 3rd, 2013 from 1 to 1:45 and every first Monday. The paperback book exchange continues. Our blood pressure and monthly movie, the next one is Parental Guidance, is on Monday, February 10th, 2014, co-sponsored with the County Public Library. A flyer listing the village activities and movies are available in the lobby literature rack. There's also a senior center survey available for your interest and input. The senior club, the fun club meeting resumes every second and fourth Sunday at 3 p.m. Sunshiners' next meeting will be Monday, January 20th, and they're having nominations and election of officers. The leisure timers will not meet until February 12th. This past Friday on January 10th, we had several seniors participating during this social hour with various activities. I want to thank our committee member, Larry Stewart, for overseeing this. This program mirrors our summer program. Sauk Village Bluegrass continues every Sunday from 6 to 10 p.m. For those who want afternoon meeting, the Golden Agers will meet Wednesday, January 15th, Jones Memorial Community Center, 220 East 15th Street, Chicago Heights. 10 o'clock is social hour, 10:30 meeting, lunch at 11:30. Cost for the lunch is $5. They do need reservations. Their annual dues are $5 for the year 2014. They'll be collecting that at the meeting. You could call 757-5395. There is a workshop for newly bereaved that's within the next past 6 months. It's on Tuesday, February 11th from 6 to 7 p.m. This event is sponsored by the Horizon Hospice and Palliative Care, and it's going to be at Olympia Fields. Light refreshment be served. And this program is, lost my place. There's no fee for it, but the reservation you call 708-283-8150. I did put a few flyers in the back, and I do have more available. Just a reminder for qualified seniors to be sure to complete and return their annual senior or freeze tax exemption application. The next senior committee meeting will be held on Thursday, February 13th, 5 p.m. The committee has scheduled the next chili cook-off for Saturday, March 29th. Thank you. This ends my report.
Thank you very much. Move to consent agenda. I'd ask if there's anything from the trustees would you like to have removed. Seeing none, I would ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda as amended, moving item CC to item VE under approved and hold. Is there a motion to approve? So moved. A motion is second. Will the clerk please call roll?
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item number 7, ordinance and resolutions. Look for a motion to approve an ordinance establishing a minimum maximum setback zone. Is there a motion to approve? Second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, will the clerk please call roll?
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to new business. Motion to approve the accounts payable and disbursements for December 11th, 2013 through January 14th, 2014. Is there a motion to approve? Yeah, motion is there a second?
Second.
Motion is second. Is there questions or comments?
Question.
I see what it is.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I talked to Mohan the other day, and he told me that, well, right now I see that this is his report. This is his report.
Correct.
Okay, because I was under the impression that we would probably have to move funds, but this doesn't show that.
No, I think he takes it day by day, and as the money comes in, I think he warns the board just in case money has to be moved.
So in other words, we do have the amount to pay the, we have the money on hand to pay, because I think it was only 100 and something. Everything else was paid ahead of time.
Correct. So, looks like the accounts payable being paid now is $141,000.
Right. I mean, that's what's in here, but everything else has been paid.
Correct.
And we have the money. That's why I just, because he's not here, and I thought he was going to be here, and I was going to ask him that today, but if it's in there, if he said we have it, then we have it. Okay?
Any other questions or comments? Please call roll.
Burgess.
Yes.
Gordon.
Yes.
Myers.
Yes.
Poskett.
Yes.
Washington.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Motion carries. Move to item number 9, miscellaneous comments from the mayor and board of trustees. We'll start with trustee Wayne. Trustee Myers? Nothing. Trustee Morton?
Nothing, sir.
Trustee Poskett?
Just one thing, Mr. Mayor, I'm still looking for people to volunteer to form a sports association group to help try to get the baseball and continue the basketball program. Any volunteers would be appreciated. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, trustee. Trustee Wayne? I'm sorry, trustee Washington.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to say, I want to thank Public Works and to thank Kevin for an outstanding job doing the blizzard and the snowstorm. I was actually talking to some friends of mine in other communities, and they were complaining, and they were very upset. They were stuck. People in front of them were stuck. Women didn't know they were spinning in one spot. They couldn't get out. The roads weren't plowed. I say, all of our streets are plowed. They're like, no, they're not. I'm like, yes, they are. So my chest was stuck out for Sauk Village. We're doing some great things around here. Also, I wanted to applaud the village clerk for what she's been doing with those alerts, getting people to go on the website and put their email addresses in so that you can alert us to things that's going on. I've also been pushing it. I think it's an awesome thing that you've been doing, just managing that. And I just hope that everybody will go on that webpage and give your email address. Haven't you all been enjoying getting the alerts of different things that's going on? I mean, we're doing all of these different things as a board to try to move the village forward, and I'm just so excited and elated about the signs for the neighborhood watch. I want to just thank my committee again for working with me. Steve, if you don't mind, would you ask my husband to step in here for a moment? He's right outside that door. And I want to thank my sister. Raise your hand, Lamia. That's my sister. Many of you all know her because she works right here at the Dollar General. And I want to thank my husband, that's Terry House, Apostle Terry House, that's walking in the door. I don't know how you can be so far away from me. We're still newlyweds. I want to thank my husband and my sister because they have to live with me every day. And I just thank them.
Bless their hearts.
And finally, I'm looking forward to the photo op with the elected officials at 4 o'clock a.m. when we put our first sign up. And that concludes my report.
Trustee Burgess.
I can't follow that. I'm sorry, I can't follow that. But I do like to thank the school district for coming out and supporting their students, and I appreciate it. And Rosie, a fine job. I mean, that's a great job. And I just appreciate that. But she does the Government Day, and then now she's doing this too. I mean, it's a great way to get the kids and the community together, because we have to work together. You know, School District 168, we have this. We're in the village, but we have the same students, the same residents, and the same people. So we have to work together. The school board and then the village board should work together. I want to say thank you very much, and I haven't been attending the school board meeting, but I will be coming back. But I'm just so glad to see that we're all out there together. Hope that we can still come out when the school district has something. And also, you are on the website, intergovernmental website, so when you do upgrade your website from District 168, it's already on there, so we appreciate that. But again, I'd like to say thank you, and I'd like to say thank you, Rosie, for what you did, and that's a great job. And also, not to be remiss, I want to thank Trustee Washington for a great job that you put together for tonight for the Neighborhood Watch, and the signs and the money and everything that you did to make it happen. That's all.
Thank you, Trustee. I'd just like to end with some thank yous. Again, I thank our volunteers. Tonight we saw a bunch of presentations, quite a few presentations, and it was all put on by led by trustees, but also put on, was made possible due to the volunteers of our village. So I'd like to thank you very much. Leading back to our volunteers, I did attend the basketball game on Saturday also. I got to be there at the beginning, then I had to go do some village business, and I came back and got to watch a little bit of the last game. So I think the kids looked out there, they looked good. They had their new uniforms on, looked like they were having fun. And I'd like to thank the volunteers. I'd like to thank the Parks and Recs and our both trustees up here that worked very hard on getting it. We're looking forward to having more events and more activities for the youth of our community. So if you're a volunteer out there and you like baseball, believe me, reach out to these trustees. We definitely want to see our baseball program up and running again. We just got to receive some money from a company that came through and did some pipes, Enbridge. Gas pipes, I think it was, through Enbridge, and they gave us some money to update our baseball fields. So we're going to be going out there this summer or this spring, and I think the money that we receive will be able to put in new grass and fill in some of the divots and put some new, I think it's pea moss or something inside there, which is I call sand. Start building up our mounds again. So we're excited about that. Now what we have to do is get the volunteers and get the kids out there playing. I remember growing up, there was always a main event in Sauk Village when the baseball season started. So we'd like to see that happen again. Again, thank you to the volunteers. I think we'll be starting off 2014 on the right note. And just a little over an hour for meeting. With that said, I'd like to ask for a motion to adjourn. Motion second, all in favor, say aye. Aye.